One. Hey, welcome back to the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Certainly glad that you've tuned in here today as we continue our Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athlete of the Week segments. We go to Carthage High School, home of the Tigers, and to junior football running back Luke Gall. Hey, Luke, thanks so much for your time this morning.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you having me on.
You bet. Luke, you've had an outstanding season, as have all the Tigers. You go back even to this past weekend with the Nixa game. You had 141 yards rushing, and this is at half. And you guys kind of put Nixa away. You guys getting some outstanding offensive line play. They're doing a tremendous job for you, but you've had a great season. Tell us about the Nixa contest and what was really working well for you guys.
Well, I mean, we can't give our offensive line enough credit, but who doesn't get enough credit blocking is actually the wide receivers. The wide receivers were doing a really good job on the perimeter, and both of my long runs were on sweep plays, so outside run plays. So I think the wide receivers were actually a big part of the game for me, blocking and rushing too. Kilpatrick had like 100 yards rushing on jet sweeps.
Hey, you bet. And again, this is our Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athlete of the Week segment, brought to you by Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks. Drive new roads, drive a Chevy today. And visiting with Luke Gall. And Luke, just being a junior this season, as you look back 2 years ago to that state championship run, was that something that you looked forward to, being able to contribute in as you get to become an upperclassman? What does that history, what does that mean to you?
It means a lot. When I was a freshman, I actually had 14 tackles in the state championship game. So I played varsity as a freshman during the playoffs and stuff. So it's we didn't get there last year, but this year we're definitely planning on making it deep into the playoffs. So I'm just going to be a rerun for me and try and go get another one.
Well, Luke, how long have you been playing football? I mean, did you start in sixth grade, fifth grade? When did you start?
I don't remember. I started in grade school, first or second grade, but it doesn't get what I started taking it seriously in high school, eighth grade.
As you look back going to your freshman year, who were some of those guys, maybe guys on the team that you really looked up to that kind of helped bring you along? Some guys that kind of mentored you, and the coaches obviously have had an influence on you. But looking back, who were guys that you really looked up to?
Yeah, I think especially my freshman year around Carthage, around here in this program, it's a lot of hard work. There's hardworking people everywhere. I look up to Coach Guidey. He works his tail off every single day. He comes in on the weekends, even this week when we have a bye. And then my freshman year, I looked up to like Patrick Carlton, Kel Schrader, Oscar Campa, those type of guys. They're hard workers and they're good people.
Now, when you get, obviously you've got a bye week this week, but there's never really a bye week with football season. You're still working on things, you're adding things. You don't know who you're going to play in week 11. But let's say you're getting ready this weekend. This Friday night, you're going to have a game. What are you doing to kind of get prepared mentally, physically prepared? What's kind of your regiment here going into a Friday night?
So every week is going to be the exact same for me. So Mondays are, watch film, walk through, get to know the team you're going to play. And Tuesday, Wednesdays are hard practices. You're hammering away. You're competing. You're beating your body down a little bit. And then Thursday we'll recuperate, have the team meal. And then on Friday, just focus up and get ready to go play a game. Every week it's going to be the same.
What's your favorite team meal?
Boomer Sooners. Yeah,
Boomer
that's my favorite. That's my favorite one so far. Yeah.
All right. Well, I tell you what, when Coach Guidey watches this, he's probably going to say, all right, we're going to keep feeding Luke Gall. I mean, we're going to feed him on Friday nights. We got to take care of him on Thursdays.
Yeah, right.
Coming into this season, did you have any team goals or personal goals that you were striving for? Obviously, a state championship would be a team goal, but any other goals?
Yeah. Well, like 2 years ago when we won state, we didn't win the conference. We got beat twice. So along with winning state, winning conference, and for me personally, winning COC Offensive Player of the Year is a big goal of mine. And then winning the conference too, along with going deep in the playoffs and winning state and stuff. So,
and you have, in the huddle, are there plays, that you hope get called in, that come in? I mean, are there certain plays you really, and you don't have to tell me what they are, Coach Gotti would kill me if you told me what. But are there plays that really your eyes light up and think, hey, yeah, I've got a chance to break this? And it may be a different play in each game depending on the fronts that you're looking at.
Yeah, well, I mean, anytime I get the ball, I'm going to be happy. I like getting out into space too on some routes and stuff. So there's not a specific play that I like, but I mean, whatever the coaches call, I trust the coaches enough that I'm going to put in everything I have on their play call.
Was there a game, looking back here on your junior year, was there a game that really stands out to you? Was it maybe the Webb City game? Maybe it was Nixa on Friday night, but are there games that you really had a really good time you'd like to go back and play again?
When I go back and think about it, was Joplin, because Joplin was they were the toughest team we played in the COC. Now, granted, I know Webb's going to be a lot better than the first time they played us. They're not going to turn the ball. They're going to be a lot cleaner. But anyway, so Joplin was they were a tough team, and I had a really good game, and I had to really grind it out. I had like 220 yards, 3 TDs, but going back and thinking about it, Joplin was really fun, and it was the biggest atmosphere I've ever played in my life.
Again, we're visiting with Luke Gall, junior running back from Carthage Tigers on our Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athlete of the Week segment here. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us, take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow. And Luke, I know you're just a junior, but you've obviously are going to start getting some looks. Do you have any aspirations? Are you looking and right now you can't think about after high school because you're just a junior, but do you have an aspiration to maybe play at the next level?
Yeah, that's ultimately my end goal, is to get college paid for. And for me personally, I'm going to try and do that through football and academics too. So, and I've been getting recruited a lot by the Missouri Valley Conference, like NDSU, Missouri State, SIU, and some MIAA schools around here too.
Yeah, I'm sure you've got, obviously right there in your backyard, you've got Pitt State, you got Missouri Southern, a lot of guys go on to play in those leagues, but you're having such a tremendous year. Are there guys or teams, maybe rivals that you really look forward to playing when you come into the season? I know with what I do, I check boxes off. Hey, I'd like to be at this game. I'd like to be at that game. I know players, they look at their schedule and they say, oh, I can't wait to get to this. Maybe I know somebody on the other team. Maybe it's an opportunity. Maybe it's a revenge game. Were there games coming into this season you were looking forward to playing?
Yeah, well, I was looking forward to playing any of the big games. So Webb, I look forward to playing every game, but especially the bigger games like Webb, Joplin, and Nixa, when it was we were trying to win the outright COC title. But I look forward to playing better teams because I play. I like playing in really competitive, hard games with big atmospheres.
What motivates Luke Gall? What is it? The stat line? Is it the wins? Is it your teammates? And it may be a person. It may be a group of people. What motivates you to put your best effort forward?
So my goal is in the end for the team to win, and what motivates me is I will do whatever I have to do personally to get the team to win. If I have to have 300 yards, then that's my motivation to get the team to win. When we played CJ, I mean, I'm not trying to like brag on myself, but we were having trouble get going offensively. And then I came out in the second half and, I had 4 touchdowns and 220 yards or whatever, just in the second half and the 1.5 quarters. Cause I was just trying to do whatever I could to get the team a team win.
Yeah, well, it's not bragging if you can do it. That's an old Reggie. Yeah. That's a Reggie Jackson line. Hey, I'm not bragging if I can do it. And you obviously had a tremendous season, and can't wait to see what the future holds here as you guys go forward. You've got to be right now the favorite in Class 5. Yourselves, Jackson, and that may be a game you're looking forward to. But you got to get by. You got to get out of your district. And right. You're going to play probably Neosho or Willard, probably Neosho in week 11, and then you're probably looking at another matchup with Webb City. And like you said, it may be they're going to be better prepared a little bit, but I know Coach Gotti is just does a tremendous job preparing the Carthage Tigers, and you guys have had just back to back great seasons, and you particularly this season. So on behalf of the Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks, congratulations for being an athlete of the week, and we look forward to catching up to you again.
All right. Thank you.
Hey, you
Appreciate
bet.
you.
You bet. Luke Gall, Carthage Tiger Jr. running back, Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athlete of the Week, brought to you by Central Bank of the Ozarks, Labor's Local 663, Shelter Insurance, and Doak Propane. Keep it right here on the Missouri Sports Network. Thank you. Have a great day. Luke, thanks.